I can't believe I didn't see this previously, so let's just go over it, all right? Green Day. One person tweeted, I used to love Green Day. It was my favorite band in high school. Dookie was everything. It sucks when artists speak out about politics. I mean, this is another all-timer.
What the hell is going on? I think a lot of people have been manipulated. I think...
By whom, though?
I think Trump, when he came out with his campaign, he came out as the anti-Obama. It has fascist overtones, if not straight-up fascism. And I think... he blames he blames Mexicans and he blames Muslims. He wasn't called out on all of his faults and his problems, and the media kind of treated this whole thing like it's a reality TV show because that's the kind of person he is. That's the kind of campaign he wanted to run. I think people kind of got caught up in the game show aspect of the most serious job that someone could have on the planet.
As one tweeter would reply, conservative media literacy remains hilarious. Agree.
The only people that should have a responsibility for thinking about social issues or politics or anything like that are the ones that aren't full of about it, you know, or the ones that aren't preaching. You know, I mean, if you're going to write a song, a political song, it's got to come from the same place where you write a love song. You know, it can't just be some empty rhetoric that you're in a bunch of finger pointing. You have to have yourself involved in it, you know. So it's like when I, you know, have a song like Don't Want to Be an American Idiot, I'm talking about myself and what's going on in my country at the same time. How do I fit into it and how do I feel alienated from it at the same time? So it's it's self-deprecating, but it's also trying to empower yourself.
It reminds me of when Elon Musk, the modern day 4chan owner of Twitter, Green Day goes from raging against the machine to milk-toastedly raging for it. There is a remarkable irony in someone that is pro-fash coming from apartheid South Africa who not only came from an emerald mine, but also walked around with diamonds in his pockets in New York City, talking about raging for the machine. My guy, you are the machine. You stole all of our personal information, probably sold it off, if not in cohesion with Peter Thiel, and cut off USAID funding. And you're trying to tell us about who is raging for the machine? Brother in Christ, you are the machine. What are we even talking about here? Meanwhile, the bassist, Mike Dirnt, would tell Rolling Stone, Elon Musk is actually the machine. Yeah, exactly. I can't take anything else from that. He's not shy about saying stupid stuff on the internet, whatever. In a video that I posted previously, and we posted previously at TYT Sports, we covered the band's song Holiday. If you missed it, check it out on demand. It is brilliantly anti-war. And this came at the time of the George W. Bush administration and their illegal wars that they launched. They would mock Americans, Green Day, cheering all of this on. Obviously not George W. Bush, though I find solace in the fact that liberals are like, well, at least Bush wasn't Trump. He killed millions of brown people. It might be in a different location if you're comparing it to ICE, but it's the same result. They want to kill black and brown people. I digress. I'll read the lyrics for all the morons on the right. Hear the drum pounding out of time. Another protester has crossed the line to find the money's on the other side. What about that is not political? I got to call out this Twitter user. Cielo Bonnet. If that's even a real person. How many bots there are? Billy Joe Armstrong, who is ageless, by the way, would then put in the song in the voice of a sitting congressperson. Sieg Heil to the President Gassman. Bombs away is your punishment. Pulverize the Eiffel Towers. Who criticize your government? Bang, bang goes the broken glass and kill all the F-slur that don't agree. Trials by fire, set in fire, is not a way that's meant for me. Again, What about that is not political? How are you listening to all these songs? It's not like you're 12 and you're not realizing that one of your I'm aging myself. One of your jams is about like smoking crystal meth. I'll find the song, but that was one of the ones I think in junior high where it's like, oh yeah, this sounds great, so let's just sing about it. But no, they would also perform American Idiot. Alex Hopper wrote of the track that it deals with the themes of fear and xenophobia. The band accuses the mass media of using propaganda to stir up paranoia in a post 9/11 world. In another paragraph, frontman Billy Joe Armstrong had long expressed his distaste for cable TV's coverage of the war and has been quoted as saying, they had all these Geraldo-like journalists, in the tanks with the soldiers getting the play-by-play. I mean, let's just look at the first stanza, shall we? Don't want to be an American idiot. Don't want a nation under the new media. And can you hear the sound of hysteria? The subliminal mind F America. Sadly, we are living in it, aren't we? This is the new media, where it is run by the Ellisons, Trump donors. I mean, they're buying up media left and right. And if you make money on some platforms, you got to use Peter Thiel's company, PayPal, and Elon's old company. I mean, think about the dynamics of all this. That is the new media. Speaking with Spin in 2014, they would explain how they came to write American Idiot, a sarcastically peppy one-finger salute to the redneck agenda and the most explicitly political song they have ever released. Billy Joe Armstrong would tell them, we always wanted our music to be timeless, even the political stuff that we're doing now. I would never think of American Idiot as being about the Bush admin specifically. It's about the confusion of where we're at right now. Then the bassist Durnt would add, the world's in a confused state. I'm pissed off and I'm angry and I feel like I'm not fully represented. And now, once more, the cycle is repeating. Armstrong would add, my education wasn't school, who dropped out of high school. My education was punk rock. When the dead Kennedys said what Operation Ivy said, it was attacking America, but it was American at the same time. Patriotism is not about being pro anything. It's not about being pro Bush or pro John Kerry. It's about what you stand for and what you think America represents. Exactly. Which also goes into why so many MAGA people are mad at the Olympians for speaking their mind. It's because they love this country so much that they are willing to criticize it. They're not going to bend over backwards to praise it when they're not being represented, and it does not fit a morally just society. Now, it also makes sense because they abide by the rules that you see on your screen. It's rather simplistic if you think about it. But imagine somehow, some way, this is not political. I mean, look at that. No offense, but look at this cover art. I mean, what do you see? From Armstrong, I wanted the artwork to look really different. I wanted it to represent the East Bay and where we come from, because there's a lot of artists in the East Bay scene that are just as important as the music. There's pieces of us buried on the album cover. There's one guy with his camera up in the air taking a picture with a beard. He took pictures of bands every weekend at Gilman's. The robe character that looks like the Mona Lisa is the woman on the cover of the first Black Sabbath album. AC/DC guitarist Angus Young is in there somewhere too. The graffiti reading Twisted Dog Sisters refers to these two girls from Berkeley. I think the guy saying the fritter fat boy was a reference to a local cop. Ultimate Guitar would add other characters on the cover include Alex Chilton, Patti Smith, the University of California Marching Band, an American Gladiator, and an obscure reference to Black Panther leader Huey Newton. So once more, how did you not pick up on them being political? If you can and are willing, please become a paid member here at TYT Sports. And or go to tyt.com/join. In addition, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Appreciate it. Have a great day.